Hear me out. People vote on 24 players they want to see play in a bracket format, right? Mm-hmm. They all play one against one in a first to five situation, and players are seeded based on their stats leading into the All-Star weekend. Boom. There you go. Yeah. Boom. That's the way to go. Adam Silver, check please.
What do you get if you win though?
Fucking, you get a dog. They give you a dog.
That's a good idea. That's a good fucking idea.
So much to do, so much to see. Come and hang out. It's you and me on the Joystick Show. Oh. I'm gonna workshop it. We're gonna figure it out one day. It's gonna. That felt like Magic School Bus-esque. Maybe we should do more like Full Housey, like
Yeah,
a couple of guys were hanging
trumpets,
in the basement.
some finger snaps.
A couple of dudes.
The mailman and the mail boy, we got everyone involved.
Mailman, the teacher, the software engineer. Welcome to the Joystick Show, episode 297, right?
Mm-hmm.
7. Okay, we just had to double check.
No, that's right. I remember.
It's the beginning of a long day for your boys, but it's because one of us wants to go on their fucking honeymoon and be all fucking.
Maybe it's contingent. Who knows?
You're going on the honeymoon.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm sorry you couldn't see Portugal win it. Maybe you'll get to see Argentina win it.
Yeah. Well, Portugal's in a weird spot now because they don't want to root for Spain, but no one wants to root for Argentina. So, hopefully they're pro Spain and I'll be pro Spain. Mm-hmm. I'll take the short ride over.
I feel like that's what everyone feels. They don't know who to vote for.
But because voting in sports, but because Dylan is going to be away in Portugal, we're here. We're kind of like a fucking cooking show. And when they make a souffle, because it takes like 4.5 hours to make a souffle.
Okay.
They don't do that on the cookie. They already have one pre-made.
Oh. They have that with everything.
What I'm trying to say here is, next week when Dylan's not here, we're gonna have 298
and a souffle.
So
every comment, where the fuck is the souffle?
Yeah. But that's get ready for that. You should be excited. Feel free to like, feel free to subscribe. You want to know what we're talking about? It's right next to my head and body. The guys are back. Look at that. We had 3 long weeks without you.
I was about to say, where have you been?
Oh, we've been on Mars.
Florida and Mars. 2 great destinations.
Wherever
we were holding it down. We were very much expecting to have some bad episodes. In turn, me and Dylan had some really great deep discussions.
Classics.
We hashed out who is the GOAT of basketball. LeBron James or Michael Jordan.
With the game of
we talked a lot about Call of Duty.
Guys, it's Dallas Mavericks great JJ Barea.
Yeah.
We sorted it out.
It's actually Birdman.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit. We talked about something that I'm going to briefly discuss later on in this episode.
Yeah.
But we also talked about how much we just missed you guys. It's empty without you here on the podcast. We need the J's. It helps balance out the Joystick team. Yeah. But that I'm gonna put the worst sound effect over that clap.
Put just the wettest sounding thing.
I was waiting for that. I'm just gonna remove the audio. It's just no sound at all. But that being said, you know what? And I'm gonna do that. And let me get some room tone. Thanks.
Nice.
There you go, Editor
perfect.
Bobby. Before we start anything, I'd like to know how Joey's been.
Yeah, Joey.
You were actually out of the state,
I surprisingly got a lot of things that I wanted personally done out in Florida. I'll start with something that my sister wanted to do. She said that she was like, Joey, we should do Epcot and do the Drinking Around the World Challenge. So for those who don't know, the Drinking Around the World Challenge, since Epcot is designed to be travel to different countries without having to leave America, each location serves alcohol that is imported from those countries. So some people say, drinking around the world, you can have a cocktail from each location with drinks and liquor from imported.
You go to Japan, you can have some sake.
Exactly. And so my sister was like, let's do that. She went online and saw these tattoos that it came in a bulk. So she was like, here's one for you. The temporary tattoos of all the locations and where to drink from them. So as we went to each one, we started marking them off. It was fun at first. We started at Mexico and we got these tequilas.
Bad one to start. That's not the one you start on. That is definitely one of the...
Started with
How
Mexico.
early in the day is this?
We actually got there early, but we didn't start drinking till later because we did a lot of stops. So,
but
it was
what
like
is
12.
later? It's 12. Okay,
12 p.m. is when we had our first drink.
Okay, yeah.
I can't argue that one. So much, but it's still crazy.
Yeah, you go through it and I'll rank if you went through the right order.
Yeah.
So far, it's not the right order.
I started at Mexico with tequila, and then I went to Norway and got my first ale.
Okay.
And then I went to China and I got something tea infused. It was sweet, but it was very sweet. And then after China was
when you lost your memory.
Yeah. Oh, it's already pretty cloudy. That's why.
That's when it started getting
rough.
foggy.
I think it was Sweden.
The tequila to start off is rough. Yeah.
I don't know. Like
I bet Germany fucked you up.
Germany did. Yeah, Germany was very strong. But halfway through the challenge, I looked at Tatiana with we had to sit down for a little bit. Tatiana's like laughing to herself, and she's like, "Why did we do this?" And I sat there thinking, and I was like, "This wasn't made by someone Disney." I was like, "This is a Disney executive. This wasn't a fan that was like, let's make a fun challenge." Because Tatiana, we realized after our first drink, it was like $14 a drink, and I did the math. If I keep going and buy a drink from each location, it's gonna run us. So me and Tatiana just kind of like started sharing and like pouring and mixing in half and even asking, could you put it in a second cup just to save money? But I was like, this is a big money scam. I was like, I'm not doing this shit again. This is dumb. This challenge is dumb. Tatiana almost threw up a few times. I almost threw up a few times. And I don't think I would do that again. That wasn't fun.
Yeah. I went to Epcot, but I dare not try that one.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I go, I'll try drugs of the world.
Yeah.
Do a little opium in China. You know?
Opium.
Maybe some cocaine in Colombia, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh my gosh, Morocco's nuts, man! Don't go to Morocco. Morocco's crazy.
Yep.
They're chewing on leaves.
They're biting each other's faces off.
No, that was fun, but I think low key the most this is gonna sound dumb. The hypest I got was actually finally learning a trick on my skateboard. After years of like not knowing how to do this one trick, it's just a simple ollie while rolling. I landed it out in Florida, and I was so hyped. I was so happy that it got to a point that as I had music on my phone playing, and I was just like ecstatic and laughing. And then tears just started rolling down my face. And I was like, what the fuck? Why are tears rolling down my face? Immediately called Nicole to tell her. I was like, I fucking did this. I'm so happy. And I told her what happened. She was like, dude, that was like low-key your inner childhood. Like your inner childhood was happy for you. Like it was you. She says, you told me like you've practiced this for so many years. Like even back when Jose would drive us around, and one time
Hotel.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, that's so funny to me.
I don't know why that came out of my mouth.
The thing is I didn't know where you were going, and then you said Jose, and I went,
I am changing his name on my phone right now.
Holy shit. Oh god.
Yeah, okay. When Jose would drive us around, I had my skateboard once, and he was like, ollie right now, and he even like to the old like, do it or like your whole family dies. Like do it or like do
That's
it
all
where
you
you're
cried,
dead.
yeah.
But, so I even couldn't do it with those like pushes. But the fact that I landed one in Florida, I was so happy for myself, and I'm excited to continue practicing more. I was gonna try today, but my cousin Robert came, and I'll probably wake up tomorrow and try again tomorrow. But that was what I did majority of my time in Florida. I was really happy.
Look at that.
Sick.
Now you got to drink while ollieing
Around
on
the
Disney
yeah.
property.
Yeah, right? On Disney property. I gotta try that.
They'll allow it.
Did you ever get the what's the skate storyboard?
I did get them. They were ugly, and then they got so many complaints that they were ugly that
Yeah,
they were
you
like,
said they were gonna like remake
we're
them.
gonna remake them. So it's been a month, and I decided to email them. I'm like, hey, where are these things? And they emailed me back. They said, hey, we just shipped them to our UK place to do a quality check, and after they've quality checked all the boards, then we're gonna ship them out.
You see bricks and minifigures? That's how you talk to your fucking customers. How many of those boards do you have at this point? Those fucking... What do you
have?
What would you even call them? Like decor boards? Decords? See what I did there?
Like
Wait,
collectible
how many
boards?
like
Like show boards, yeah.
Show boards?
Show,
Like in
show
gen-
decks, I guess.
I have a Spider-Man pop-up one that was here in Queens. I have the High on Life one that I just created.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Tony Hawk board from when Tony Hawk's Pro Skater remake came
Oh,
out.
yeah.
My boss got me that one.
yeah.
And then I have the Skate Story one that's coming soon.
You have them up like this or like this?
I have them up sideways.
Okay.
There is a board company that I like that I was going to buy a board that their art is sideways.
But they make it sideways.
They made it sideways.
And you were like, nah.
I don't have space to
Gotcha.
put things sideways like that.
I feel you. But
But
look
it
at
was
that.
cool.
You skated, you drank. That's it?
I
That's
skank.
like Joey's finally getting on board with the portmanteaus. It's great. But it's nice to have you back.
Yeah.
You do anything?
Yeah, Jerry's in Florida.
I mean, I just been helping with my aunt with a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
I mean, we saw you. That's the weird thing. Like
Yeah,
you've been
yeah,
around.
I've been
You
here.
just
It's
haven't been on the show.
exactly, because I mean, it's just like people with jobs they don't work on weekends, so it's like that's when you help them
Yeah.
and stuff. So it's like it is what it is.
That is typically how it works with people who have
Yeah.
jobs. They
That
usually don't
is-
work on the weekends.
Be employed.
Yeah.
It is.
I wouldn't know anything about that. But
Same.
I have off every day,
Mhm.
and I'm depressed. But we'll get there. We'll figure it out.
We're getting there on the podcast.
No. I'm figuring. When I say that, I'm saying we'll find a job soon.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
I just don't want to teach children anymore. That's what I know.
Yeah.
No
that's,
way, yeah.
But to
reasonable.
segue that off away from the teacher side of the table, 'cause losers. No, I want to talk about something I brought up 2 episodes ago that I did mention that I would bring up in 2 episodes time.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is? Do you remember what it was? I threw a party for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I devoted a month and a half of my life to Love Island, like I typically do once a summer. We finished season 8. We had a little watch party at the house. It was actually kind of cute. Everything is Mildred's idea. She's very good at the party throwing skills and stuff. She did. We did kind of like a chicken and pancakes night. So we ordered the fried chicken, but then she made like different colored pancakes that had like different like strawberry in them and coconut and stuff. They were pretty good.
I thought you were gonna have like food items that correlated to what happened on the show.
No, it's just more so like the color scheme. That's what we were trying to capture with that. But then, of course, the most important part, the show started, and we made little bingo cards to follow along with all the madness that was ensuing. But now that the show is over, I just kind of wanted to give my 2 cents and really talk about Love Island. Now, right off the bat, let's go ahead and let's get everything off my chest, right? None of you guys watch it, and that's perfectly okay. People get made fun of for watching it, and I understand. That will happily be part of that community. There's like an ongoing meme right now of people who are like happy that they have nothing. They have no knowledge of what happened on Love Island, and I tell those people I'm jealous. Like I really wish I could be in your shoes, but I'm not. I'm too invested. I'm at the part where I'm on Twitter #Love Island. I'm trying to figure out shit. The show's already over, and I'm still trying to keep up with these people. But that being said, I did want to share some of my favorite moments from the season. I was really trying to put together like a list of 3 to try to make it nice, because 3's a good number. But to tell you the truth, I could only come up with like 2 really good ones. So here are my 2 favorite moments.
So the whole season, there's only 2 good moments.
But yeah, it's hard to explain because Dylan brings up a really good point, because I also thought that to myself too,
Yeah,
right?
It was like,
It's not that this season was bad. I think it's just more so this. I'm not going to go onto a whole tangent of explaining the show and how it works, but long story short, singles go on an island, they end up coupling up, and then sometimes they decouple and get new people, right? That's kind of the spiel. This season, when new people would come onto the island to try to mix things up, every single couple was like already locked in. So it was like really hard for new people to really stay on the show, because like a new really attractive woman would show up, but every single guy is like, oh no, I'm locked in with her. And even if the guy off camera, or not off camera but off to the side, is like, oh, she's bad, I want to talk to her, like he'll be too afraid to do anything because he feels some sort of connection with the other girl. So much so that people started to show that fans started to call the show Friendship Island. So for a really long time, like the first 2 weeks, there wasn't much going on. There was just a lot of like flirting and challenges, and even I was kind of like, when does this get good? You know what I'm saying? But then it got good. 2 weeks in, they do the Casa Amor experience, which is where they cut the cast in half. They send the boys, or rather, this time they send the boys to a new location, which they call Casa Amor. The girls stay in the villa, but the twist is that the boys get 6 new girls, and that the girls get 12 new boys. And it's supposed to be like this big challenge of testing the connection, who's going to stay in their couple, who's going to, it's not really cheating because everybody is already there to sort of explore, but it's who's gonna like, explore a little too much. Long story short, one of my favorite moments in the series came when basically they do this whole dramatic thing where the boys come back one by one. The girls have to pick first whether or not they want to stay with the boy that's coming back or if they want to continue a relationship with one of the new boys they found, right? So in this case, all of the girls except like 2 decide to stay with their guys. 2 decide to go with new ones, but even then it's like we saw it coming. It wasn't really like a big surprise. But there was this couple at the beginning named Casey and Anaya. They had been together since the very beginning of the series. They started to have some issues, but then while they were apart, they found new people. Casey found this new girl named Titi, and Anaya found this new guy named Carl, right? They hit it off, but remember, it's the girl's decision. So at the last second, Anaya decided to not go with Carl and stay with Casey. But the big bombshell moment happened when Casey came back with Titi, leaving her single. And it was like this big, like, what the fuck? And all that is like, whatever. It's juicy. It makes good TV. But what I wasn't expecting was this girl TT to come in with some like really heavy ratchet energy off rip. So like the best part is like the girls are trying to talk to KC like just to get an understanding of why he did this. So they're like, but why would you? Like Anaya loves you. Da, 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 da. And he's like, I get that. But then she steps in and he's like, well, he chose me. So you don't got to worry about it. And they start getting chippy. And then the best part is this one girl, Trinity, is like, okay, I'm sorry, honey, but I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. And she's like, okay, well, you're a little girl and I'm TT. So what's up? And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Because this show never gets like this. It's like, whoa, this is...
It went from Friendship Island to...
Literally.
I'ma fuck you
in
up.
a matter of like a minute. I was like... And the best part about it is this episode, Mildred fell asleep. So I'm watching this shit at like 1 a.m. Like, I'm popping off silently. I'm like... punch her, you know what I mean? Like, but whatever. That was a really good point. It all kind of ends. Again, it was kind of stupid because like the next episode, that TT girl's like, Trinity, I'm sorry, I'm not like that. It's okay, boo. And then Friendship Island again. But that really leads me to my all-time favorite moment in this series that I have to talk about. I kind of alluded to it last time with Dylan, but there's another couple on the show named Sincere and Melanie. Sincere is a Puerto Rican man from New Jersey. Melanie is a Dominican girl from Philadelphia. He's
classic love story.
He is anything but. Guy is a fucking liar. His whole thing on the show is he tells Melanie that he's really into her. He can see himself with her outside of the villa. And then 2 girls come in over the course of the series and he says like the exact same shit to her. Lies to Melanie. She feels crazy. And then there's a really great part where they show like all the video footage to everybody. And she's finally like, oh, I'm not fucking crazy. You're an asshole. And it's really juicy. Then there's also the criticism that by the end of the series, Melanie still chose to stay with him, which is that whole other thing. But at the end of the season, they do this special episode called Family Day. Oh. And as the name implies, everybody has 2 members of their family that flies to Fiji to spend a day with them on the island. It's really cute. In 5 of the couple's cases, they were really heartwarming situations where the families got to meet. They blended really well. It's also funny because the show is filmed live, so they get to come in and be like, we've been watching, we saw this, we saw that, too much kissing. It's funny because it's oddly real. Like the parents and the family, very real.
It's reality.
Yeah, it's like
TV.
a shock, and you're like, oh shit! Like you forget these people are just some guy's son, some dude's sister.
You went from the show. It's like it's a true behind the scenes almost.
Exactly.
It's like
So that part was nice, but then the last couple was Melanie and Sincere. And keep in mind, everybody at home has seen all of the lying and Sincere's part. They've also seen Melanie go back to this guy.
So they're already coming in with some heat.
So Melanie's mom and sister come in, and keep in mind
she brought reinforcements.
These 2 are some of the most Dominican women I have ever seen in my life, right? Like Melanie's sister,
they got the Nike text on.
Melanie's older sister comes in.
Oh God,
full like mama bird mode. She's like, he's hurting you. You can't do it. You have to leave this man. I love you, Melanie, but you can't keep fooling yourself. Her mother gives like the most heartfelt speech in Spanish. I'm reading the subtitles like, listen to your mom. She's like, don't let this man steal your essence. Why would you give him a second chance when there's thousands of others waiting for their first? All this crazy shit. She still decides to stay with the guy, whatever. Sincere's dad shows up, okay? And his little brother. We don't really care about the little brother, but his dad shows up. Homie's like,
What's his dad's name? Integrity.
there's a little more to that.
Okay.
For right now, his name is Ben.
Okay.
So Ben shows up, and one of the first things, first of all, very different. Like Sincere's is very long hair, Puerto Rican guy. Ben also looks Hispanic, but he's like a little chubbier, a little bald, whatever, has a mustache, whatever. Comes in, he's like, I didn't want to come here, but I saw the way my son was moving, and I'm like, no. And he just literally like flew all the way to Fiji to yell at his son, and it is the funniest fucking thing. It's like you're a 25-year-old man getting your ass chewed out on live TV when your dad is like, I didn't raise you to be this way. You're putting a full act on me. I don't move like this. You don't move like this. So you think you could be on TV and be a fucking hotshot? And I'm like, yes. This is what I came here for.
Yeah.
This is what I devoted 32 episodes to watch, to see this.
It's 32 episodes.
And then, Dylan, the rug got pulled because I found out yesterday morning that the man on Love Island wasn't even Sincere's biological father. It was his stepfather.
Wow.
Which, to be fair, has raised Sincere from a very, very young age.
he stepped up. He stepped up.
But the only reason we knew that information is because Sincere's biological father stepped up and said some shit.
Oh.
And this guy is a piece of work.
He's integrity.
Wait.
No.
But here's the thing: the guy named Sincere, who is the opposite of sincere, you can only imagine what his dad is like. Just think about it. It just seems like the worst person.
His name. So Sincere's last name is Rhea, like R-H-E-A. I almost wanted his dad's name to be Daya. Like that would be so fucking
Diarrhea.
funny. But his dad's name is Frisco Rhea.
Oh my god!
And he looks interesting, I'll say that. And he basically put on this whole like multi-paragraph long post where he was like, I had Sincere when I was 15, and I don't know what you're mad about now because 25 years later I'm 40 and I get to watch my son on TV and he's the prize, so I don't know what this chick is mad about. He's doing what he should be doing. I'm like, oh buddy, just fucking close the mouth and just let your son rock. But that being said, it's decent. I probably give this season like an 8.5. I've seen better seasons, but you know, like I mentioned it 2 episodes. It's not even a guilty pleasure at this point. I like the show. We like dumb stuff. That's just how it is. And that being said, decent.
And is it like, do they have any like early 2000s reality TV where like, and here comes our new guest, and it's like a little person, or it's like someone in like a stereotypical outfit that's like, this is my favorite lucky hat and I wear this hat every day?
Nah, nothing gimmicky like that. If any, the only thing gimmicky really is they do these challenges, and that sometimes is like, how did they come up with this? It's like not even a game or a competition.
Trivia,
It's
just like,
nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
They did the last one on the episode. It was fucking disgusting. They get like a shopping list of ingredients on an aisle thing, like a supermarket, and they have to put it in their mouth and then put it in the other person's mouth. But it's like sardines and deviled eggs and all this gross shit. And they're literally like spitting into each other's mouth. It was gross. It was just fucking gross.
Yeah, that's just.
But that being said, no, not really. I mean, like, not in that light, but one thing we did find very interesting about this season was they had the first ever woman with a disability on, and they had a woman who was born without part of her leg. So she was an amputee from a certain part down and had a, what do you call it, a fucking prosthetic. But she, believe it or not, she was actually, me and Mildred's like one of our favorite people on the show. She was hilarious. I think she was also Puerto Rican, super funny. She was a Paralympic track star, but she left the episode in like a week, and we were like, fucking come on. She had, out of everybody, she had the most personality by far. Mad funny. She would like bring up her disability all the time. Like some guy would try to lie to her, it'd be like, bro, I don't have a leg, I'm not fucking blind, like shit like that. And I'd be like, you know, you can make jokes like that. But that being said,
you pulling my leg?
Yeah. A lot of the fun stuff, if I'm being honest, from the show came with keeping up with it, like on Twitter and stuff. When like this weird news would break, like a girl had to be kicked off midway because they found out she was being racist, and I was like, and even in the show they bring it up super casually. Like they have this narrator who's this like, I think he's a Scottish comedian. So it's weird. Like every time you hear him, he's like, "Welcome today." I can't do a Scottish accent, but he comes on. But when he announces that, it's like, and I also should explain this.
She's gone because she's racist.
Love Island has like a ringtone type thing that plays whenever the show comes back from commercial, and it goes, and they play it like almost every time, even like before something sad happens. So it's like, when we can't be together, and it just like comes back in that energy. So you almost expect like every time that sound comes, Ian the narrator comes out and he's like, welcome back to Love Island when we left off. So it plays it and it, you know, and then he comes on and he's like, Alana has left the villa. Now we're back with Sensei, and it's like, what the fuck? Like they just completely jump over it, but it's like, I guess we have to address it. But yeah, she was saying the N-word online, and you can't do that. Can't do that. You can't do that. And
she's on
TV.
She's on the wrong show.
Yeah,
for sure.
But that's my take. It was pretty good. Yeah, that's all I have to say about LI. And I'm not talking about Long Island.
No.
You know, Dill.
No.
You know, Dill.
No.
He knows.
I don't know.
You know.
I don't know.
This guy knows.
I don't know.
You're a knower. You're a knower of many things.
I'm not.
Like
what?
I thought this was me giving you.
Oh. Yeah, well, that does go to, you know, you're bringing it over my way, so I can talk about. There's a baseball reality show, and they take everyone from the Mets and they put them on an island, and then they bring female mascots onto the island, and then we have to see which famous baseball player will fuck which mascot.
Got you.
And then midway.
Now, my question to you, Dylan, is there any other female baseball mascot besides Mrs. Met? Can you name a single female mascot that isn't an animal?
No.
Which also doesn't help my point because Mrs. Met is a baseball.
They're almost all animals, which makes it so much funnier that the baseball one is just a baseball.
Man, to think we've made it almost 300 episodes on this podcast, and now we're asking the hard hitting questions.
Yeah.
How do you fuck a baseball, Dylan?
This is well, I feel like it would be gay sex, right? Because it's like the
to
bat.
Fuck a baseball?
Because it's like the bat and the two balls. I don't, it's like a dick.
So you're making a dick joke. I'm actually trying to figure I'm trying to figure out the science behind this.
This is actually what we're actually filming 2 podcasts today. One is this other
is the
one.
Joystick Show After Dark.
Yeah. No, but the second podcast we're tier ranking mascots and how fuckable they are.
Hold on, let's dim the lights. Oh, I can actually do that. Hold on, give me a second. Ready? Play the song. We'll dim the lights. Ready? It's Joystick Show After Dark. Yo, check this shit out. We're getting ready to bust the seams open on this one and find out how to fuck a baseball.
You gotta bust the seams. There you go.
Shut up, man. We're fucking baseballs. All right.
Joey just pulled up some interesting info. Mrs. Met, it's still way hotter, but the Cincinnati Reds do have a female.
But they're just biting. They're just
that's biting. Bro.
And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be that guy, but she looks like she ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? She looks like she's gonna make you go on at least 5 days. She looks like
Betty Boop, you know.
Mrs. Met though, puts out.
Yep.
So I've heard.
But yeah, I was gonna talk about like the All-Star game, baseball. That was like a big thing. They do, the celebrity softball game. That's like, I think that's the best celebrity game when you compare all the other celebrity sports games. But the shit was boring.
Yeah.
Shit was super boring. Crazy. Yeah. That's it. Honestly.
Cool.
National League got 3 hits the whole game because people in All-Star game.
But do they care in baseball All-Star?
They care a lot because the team gets home field advantage in the World Series. So you're fighting for something, and then if you lose, then the entire league is like, damn, you really blew that. It was really boring.
See, like, why aren't we doing this in basketball?
Yes,
give them something to play for.
Baseball is too good. Like, they're going too hard, and I guess it's like, okay, I guess if you like pitching, but who the fuck likes pitching? Yeah. You know what I mean? Do you think it's too much for the NBA to give the NBA Cup winner an automatic play-in tournament spot?
That is a lot.
You think
so?
I
don't. I think the person that wins the NBA Cup though is usually going to get more than.
Yeah,
it's like they're probably going pretty far.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, they're usually
not really. First year was what, the Bucks?
They made the playoffs though.
Was it?
I think so. Second year was what, the Lakers?
But the Bucks made that was Giannis they made the playoffs. They were like 5th seed or something like that.
They didn't do that well.
No, but they still made the playoffs. They wouldn't
have used the gift.
I'm just saying. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I think that they just I don't know. People, they're not going to try. I mean, basketball has that problem even since like the 90s. People didn't even want to do the dunk contest. Yeah. Like we think of the dunk contest as like falling off recently, whereas like in the early 2000s, people did not give a fuck about the dunk contest.
I wouldn't say that.
But
it was still pretty hype.
There-
They had Nate Robinson and Dwight Howard.
I was watching a few before that.
It got weird in
Before-
like dude. It got weird
before
like
Nate
in,
Robinson.
It got weird in like mid 2010s.
But we
That's when
weren't. But
things
we
got
weren't
boring.
watching it when we were 5.
No, I know that.
But it wasn't good when we
You
were
know
5.
what they should do?
What?
They should have.
Power ups.
They should have all-star pickup games 3v3 with captains.
I mean, they wanted stuff like that for a long time. I say give us 1v1s. That shit is fucking hype.
Yeah,
1v1s,
cool.
first to 5 points. Have like we already picked.
Do
like,
it at the
20
park.
all stars. Just have them pick 20 people you want to see. A little
Mhm.
bracket.
Exactly.
There you go. Boom. Be sick as fuck.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, they don't need to do an actual game anymore. Like in football, they don't even like no one goes to the Pro Bowl, so you just get like the All Pro selection. You get nominated, and no one even goes.
Hear me out. People vote on 24 players they want to see play in a bracket format, right? They all play against one in a first to 5 situation, and players are seeded based on their stats leading into the All-Star weekend. Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
Boom. That's the way to go. Adam Silver, check please.
What do you get if you win though?
Fucking, you get a dog. They give you a
You get
dog.
a dog.
That's a good idea.
You get a
That's a
dog.
good fucking idea.
You get-
Gifting dogs out.
yeah. A companion for life. Money, please.
That honestly, out of all your ideas, Bobby, I think that might be how shitty your ideas are. That your best one was the winner gets a dog.
Thanks, Dylan.
But,
Thanks, Dylan.
Yeah.
Even worse than the show we're doing right now.
No, the show we're doing is fantastic.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the dog is the best idea.
I mean, the
Yeah.
dog's on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a dog. Yeah, we need a joystick mascot.
Yeah.
We have a mascot.
Can we get a female mascot?
We make the old mascot.
I was like, we have
girl.
Hunter, but we need a inflatable 10-foot version of Hunter,
Hunter.
or a creepy old man in a Hunter costume.
I don't like that second one.
I heard inflatable, and I thought you wanted like an inflatable doll that we can just.
I mean, yeah,
This is a very sexually charged episode about like non-living things. I don't know.
yeah. We're actually this is welcome to the furry show.
Yes. Fucking
furry Ferguson.
Baseballs and joysticks and whatnot.
Because of them gooner skins on the gaming stations.
I saw, I'm not gonna out anybody, but I saw a Facebook post from. I'll just say I saw a Facebook post from somebody that we all know earlier today. You know them through me, yeah. And it was like they were like, "Oh, I was having a family game night, and the word goon came up, but I didn't know how kids were using it these days, and now my family's making fun of me for it." And I was reading the comments, and there was even people in the comments like, "What are you talking about? It means like to be a thug." And he's like, "That's what I'm saying, but apparently it means to masturbate now."
Who is this? What the fuck?
I'll believe it. It was
Yeah.
fucking. It was.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't
Oh,
think
that's
it's
funny.
like still the comic booky term.
But that shit had me rolling, bro. I was outside reading that, like, no way. I would be killing your ass. He's like, what? You were gooning? What? You were gooning in the streets? You were gooning with your boys?
Gooning with your boys in the street.
Yeah, when I was your age, I was gooning in them streets. Me and your uncle used to goon. What?
Back to back.
Together.
Gooning. Back to
Back
back.
to back gooning. Non-stop.
In a circle.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. That's gonna happen to us, and we're gonna feel really bad about it. I don't know what it's
Stop
gonna
the
be.
sex
What's
joke.
the
Stop
word?
the sex joke.
I
Use the
don't.
word.
I don't know, but there's gonna be something that we're gonna misuse in 15 years,
Absolutely.
and our kid or nephew is gonna think we're gay, and we're gonna be
100%.
like,
smacked, slap. I don't know.
Swag is gonna be like sperm. You're gonna be like, oh, I swagged on you. You'd be like,
swag's coming back.
I was so full of
Swag.
swag when I was a kid, bro. When I was a teen, when I was your age, bro, I was swagged the fuck out, swag all over me, and they're like, ah, Dad. That's what it's gonna be.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Thanks.
What you know about swag?
That's good.
You wanna recommend some music and fucking move this
No.
one along?
Swag.
Swag. Schwiggity swag. What is in?
I thought the
The
camera
bag.
stopped, but it just blinked for a hot
It
second.
does that. It be doing that.
Fucking blinked.
It be doing that, if you could believe it or not. Damn, I just came to the realization that I have listened to no music since the last time we did this.
I haven't listened to new music in a long time.
You have no excuse. It's been 3 weeks.
To
Yeah,
new
but,
music. I've just been listening to old music. My slam is Fat Lip by Sum 41.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's a classic.
I'll just go ahead and throw mine out really quick because I technically shouted it out last week. Shout outs to Aria Math by C418, the composer of Minecraft. Chill ass song. It's from Minecraft.
Nice.
I'm gonna go with Everyday Hustle by Future. It's a good one.
Oh.
It has Rick Ross on it.
Now
Shouts
or
to
is that
Future.
in the future?
It's both.
Crazy.
Nice. I'm gonna go a little country on y'all. I'm gonna go with the Rivers and Creeks by Zach Bryan, but the acoustic version. If you want to hear a guy cry into the microphone.
And it's Rivers and Creeks. Rivers and Creeks. Rivers and Creeks.
Bobby, you're not far off.
All right.
The acoustic version, you're not far off.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is there a fiddle?
In the acoustic, no, but
Harmonica?
The main one has like a trumpet kind of thing going on.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I might actually enjoy this. We'll see. I like me a country brass section. What can I say? I was actually showing Mildred Taylor Swift's first ever album the other day. She had never heard it. I had to, come on. Our song is the slamming screen door, sneaking out late, tapping on your window. When we're on the phone and you talk real slow.
Because it's late and your mama don't know.
That's what I'm talking about right there. If y'all don't know about that, yo.
Come on, guys.
Not to go on a whole ass
Teardrops. Actually,
tangent.
wait, no, teardrop. Oh,
I know teardrops on my guitar.
Yeah. No, fucking, I'll never forget when, not because I'm not a Swiftie, genuinely, but when her first album dropped, I was in Virginia visiting family, and everybody in Virginia just listens to country music. So I was literally sitting in my uncle's pickup truck when that song was like #1 on the country radios, and it was like, oh, this Taylor Swift girl is gonna be the biggest name in country. Didn't know she'd be here at this point, but fucking crazy.
She's
Look
still
at
here.
that.
People want her garbage.
But that first country album, not
Yeah,
too
people
bad.
were
not
buying
too
her
bad.
garbage.
People were buying her wedding garbage.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's a problem. Is she our Michael Jackson?
No.
She's close.
I feel like it's getting
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
It's like
It's getting obsessive.
I'm not even being facetious. It's like
Yeah.
genuinely getting to like an obsessive point where like
She does not have a 3D movie ride at Disney World.
she will.
She could have one
she
if she
could.
asked,
Guys,
probably.
that okay. Before,
She could have her own Disney World. Like
Before we end, we all have to come up with a new Universal ride for a celebrity or future thing.
okay, hold on.
And that's our exit ticket for today. Yeah.
Okay. Universal theme park's newest
Yeah.
ride. It is going to be Hugh Jackman, starring Hugh Jackman, and it is a ride about Australia.
I got it.
Okay, you want to go? I'll go.
I'll end it because mine is the best.
Okay,
for sure.
Mine is okay. So mine is a interactive 4D kind of ride, maybe an on rails type of thing, where it is a remake of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, but with Kai Cenat and Drewski, and they're traveling through time.
Okay.
And it is you will get water and other liquids squirted
Okay.
on your face.
And what historical figure does Kevin Hart play?
Kevin Hart is Napoleon.
Okay, that makes sense. It's the easy one. But it makes sense.
Way up, you know what I mean?
You want to hear what mine is?
Yes.
Go for it.
So the thing with Universal rides is they're really cinematic, right? Like to give you perspective, there's a whole ride at Universal just for the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
Where he takes you on a whole journey through the show and by an extension New York City, right? So I would like to do the same thing where we take a television show and we turn it into an experience. So like, you pull up, it's a house, it's really dark, the lights turn on, people are there, one person, they're talking to you, things are going well, right? But then the person disappears. They're grabbing cookies that they baked, and then in walks Chris Hansen. Yup, to catch a predator. And then it drops. Boom. Fucking.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
The backup was
Fuck.
The Mummy with current Brendan Fraser, and the ride runs at 25% speed.
Oh, I like that. That's good.